What's up? Welcome to Ski Mask Reviews. It is I, Automatic Ray. So welcome to my channel. I appreciate everybody here with us today. This is the first official review on Ski Mask Reviews. Please, please, please like and subscribe to keep the lights on. I will do giveaways every 2 weeks, and one at the end of the month that will always include at least one of the masks I've had through the month, if not only wearing one mask a month. I haven't made my mind up on that yet. What y'all think? Should I do multiple masks or one mask? Let me know. Anyways, today's review. Episode 1, a movie that has been tearing our nation apart since its release. Some people really, really love this movie, me included. Others said that it was boring and they didn't like it. I'm pretty sure if you didn't like that movie, it's because you can't read. The Batman. To start, absolutely incredibly amazing movie. There will be spoilers. So, if you haven't seen the movie yet, get the hell out. Well, you don't have to right now. I'll tell you when we're going to spoil stuff. All right, so, The Batman. I have a lot of good things to say about this movie. Virtually nothing negative. This is the best live-action Batman movie we've ever seen. I know I'm going to get crucified for this. So be it. Personally, I think Paul Dano as the Riddler was a better villain's performance than Heath Ledger. Don't hit me. The casting on this movie, where I was at first skeptical, definitely delivered. Robert Pattinson is an amazing Batman. His sense of duality between being Batman and Bruce Wayne in this movie really stands out, especially since we're getting a depiction of Bruce Wayne in his second year of being Batman. We've all had a job where we've been to, and 2 years in, we realize that the love is gone. Year 1 Batman, when he started, was like, that's right, I'm gonna fight crime. Crime! And no one's gonna stop me. Year 2 Batman was like, oh my God, can y'all take a nap? Can I get a second? Please, this is damn ridiculous. But Robert Pattinson managed to make that look very good on camera. It translated very well through his performance, that he understood what the assignment was, and he crushed it. Zoe Kravitz as Catwoman. Yes, not only was she an amazing Selena Kyle, because I don't think she was referred to as Catwoman one time in the movie. They may have. I don't remember hearing it, though. So if I'm wrong, then definitely, let me know in the comments, but I don't remember hearing her being called Catwoman once in that movie. Zoe Kravitz is amazing. She did a great job as Catwoman / Selena Kyle. And boy, does she look nice in that costume. Ooh la la. I'm sorry. She definitely conveyed that she understood the assignment, just as Robert Pattinson did with Batman. And please continue to be Selena Kyle in another movie if Matt Reeves should so decide to go that route. Don't you play with us, Matt. You get rid of Zoe, you just got rid of everybody. Colin Farrell's Penguin. Jesus. Holy macaroni. Oh my, the man was amazing. Now, I'm not gonna lie. When I first heard that Colin Farrell was gonna be the Penguin, I was wild skeptical. My mans came to me and was like, hey, Colin Farrell's gonna be the Penguin, right? And I responded to him, shut your mouth. But he was right. And out of prosthetics, I was like, there's no way. But as soon as I seen the trailer and seen the prosthetics, I was amazed. I was in awe. No, I wasn't in awe. I was in awe. The man portrays one of the best, most comic book accurate depictions of the Penguin I've ever seen on screen. For what it was at the time when Danny DeVito played the Penguin, it was fire. But Colin Farrell's Penguin, Caliente! It was amazing. Every interaction he had with every character on screen felt like it meant something. Then they had the moments where he was unintentionally humorous, just because he is the Penguin, and it fit the vibe and the emotion of the movie so well that Penguin unintentionally being comedic relief at certain points was a breath of fresh air. It was amazing. Kudos to Colin Farrell, because man, I had my doubts. Paul Dano as the Riddler. First off, let me just say, I have a deep, deep regard in my heart for masked lunatics who are viscerally unhinged and can convey their pain through criminal activity. And Paul Dano definitely gave us that. Paul Dano has a means of appearing off his rocker on camera that is more convincing than anybody else I've ever seen that, you know, try to do the crazy criminal shtick. Paul was a school shooter from beginning to end. I believed everything he said, everything he did felt like it was purposeful, even though batshit crazy. I was impressed. I have seen other work that Paul Dano has done, so I expected him to do well in this role, and he did not disappoint. And then, of course, you know, what he had to work with, you know, the shoes he had to fill, he really had to go all out. And let me just tell you, he did, without a shadow of a doubt. Okay, let's get to this. You know what time it is. Spoiler alert! Hey, if you ain't seen this movie, bro, you might want to get on up out of here now. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to get into a plot summary, in which I will provide my commentary in between. Okay? The Batman is a 2022 American superhero film based on the DC Comics character, Batman. It's produced by DC Films, Sixth and Idaho, and Dylan Clark Productions, and is distributed by Warner Brothers Pictures, which is a reboot of the Batman film franchise. The film was directed by Matt Reeves, goddamn genius, who wrote the screenplay with Peter Craig. Another genius! It stars Robert Pattinson. Mind your business. It stars Robert Pattinson as Bruce Wayne / Batman, along with Zoe Kravitz, Paul Dano, Jeffrey Wright, John Turturro, Peter Sarsgaard, Andy Serkis, and Colin Farrell. The film sees Batman, who has been fighting crime in Gotham City for 2 years, not one, 2, uncover corruption while pursuing the Riddler, Dano, a serial killer who targets Gotham's elites. Basically what's going on throughout the movie is that Paul Dano is locked in a war in his mind with the political groups in Gotham City. Basically anybody government related. He feels as though all government is corrupt, but Gotham specifically needs a cleanse. And he's prepared to do that with guns, bombs, just flat out violence. So yeah, Riddler's ready to kill, and in the name of America. So development after Ben Affleck was cast as Batman in the the DC Extended Universe in 2013. Affleck signed on to direct, produce, and co-write and star in the Batman, but had reservations about the project and dropped out. And thank God he did it. Let him go. We got the guy from Twilight. Reeves took over and reworked the story, removing the DCEU connections, basically just severed the ties from, you know, all the other previous happenings, as to not make everything feel as though it was meant to be canon, but at the same time, like, mushed together, because that's trash. Reeves sought to explore Batman's detective side more than the previous films, drawing inspiration from not only the 1970s films and the comics such as Year One and The Long Halloween, which, by the way, had an excellent animated movie, and if you haven't seen that, go get HBO Max right now and go watch it. It's 2 parts and it's fire. There are a lot of cool things that happen in the Batman that I thought was really dope. You know, just first off, what a lot of people don't understand, if you've seen the movie, then you'll know what I'm talking about, and maybe you're paying attention to it now and you weren't before. But the foreboding of what was to come later in the movie with the surprise Joker cameo, like, Batman fought, if you remember, Batman fought a group of henchmen. It's actually in the trailer and in the movie in the very beginning, where he fought the henchmen that all had their face painted. Those were the Joker's henchmen. If anybody paid attention, that their face were painted like clowns. You should have known at some point Joker was going to make a surprise cameo at some point in the movie, or it was going to be hinted to that he was important. He was an important part of the Matt Reeves. I really just did that. Matt Reeves Batman universe. So that being a little bit of foreshadowing, the fact that they introduced Carmine Falcone and then later gave us something from a continuity that I've never seen in a movie before, alluding to the fact that Carmine Falcone was Selena Kyle's father. There were a lot of great things in this movie that were nods to actual comic book continuities and lore in the Batman universe that I thought were amazing. I love the inclusion of the Penguin in the Iceberg Lounge. Like, I don't think we've had any mentions of the Iceberg Lounge in any film previously. I don't think there has been. I'm pretty sure they didn't touch on that at all in the Danny DeVito movie. So yeah, the Iceberg Lounge and its inclusion in the movie I thought was great. So another thing that I'm seeing that people are discussing, and I'm pretty sure, you know, I feel the same about, in the scene where Batman is fighting the Riddler's henchmen, like all those guys that look like basically like masked clones of the Riddler at the end of the movie, and Batman stabbed himself in the leg with that green liquid. Is that not venom? Because I heard some people trying to make the argument that was adrenaline, right? But y'all ever seen green adrenaline? Not me. I'm not really sure what to make of that, you know? But I thought personally, it was maybe like some weaker version of venom that had not been exploited by, you know, scientists or whatever in the future for Bane to get a hold of. Although, yeah, because Bane's pretty far down the line. That's not year 1, year 2 Batman. That's a ways down, I believe, if I'm correct. So, yeah, but I do think that was our introduction to venom being used as a substance to some degree. You know, Batman does become addicted to it at one point in the comics. So, there's a possibility that we saw Batman inject himself with venom, which is an illegal substance. There go your chances of being a small forward, Bruce. Pretty sure the NBA don't play that. Overall, man, it was an amazing movie. I loved everything about it. In my personal opinion, I do think it has, even though it's a 3-hour movie. Oh, it is 3 hours, so don't get it twisted. You will have to sit and pay attention for a while. I think it has replay value, though, even with it being that long. I genuinely enjoyed it. I thought that everything that happened felt cohesive. It stuck together. The movie was great. I love the casting. I love the red and black overlay, the intensity of the movie. I love the energy. I wasn't bored at all at any given moment. Nothing that happened left me feeling like the movie went flat or there was a dry spot. I genuinely enjoyed all of it. So that's my personal opinion. But don't take my word for it. Reading Rainbow had to do it. Please, by all means, if you haven't gone to theaters yet, go see it. Don't wait for it to come out on DVD. Don't try to stream it somewhere illegally on the internet. You go to jail. Please, go see it. Go to the movie theaters and see The Batman. Shout out to Warner Brothers. Shout out to Matt Reeves. Shout out to Robert Pattinson, Zoe Kravitz, Paul Dano, Colin Farrell, Jeffrey Wright, everybody involved in the acting, the production, everything. The movie was amazing. It was incredible. I'm thoroughly encouraging you, please, go spend the money. Go to the movie theaters. I try to keep my videos short and sweet, but I'm not just going to do reviews. I'm also going to do blogs on real life stuff, videos where I go out in public and mess with people for no reason, videos where I annoy my mom, whatever you guys tell me to, because I need to pay the bills. So there you have it. Look forward to more content. Again, please like and subscribe. You'll help me keep the lights on. This is Automatic Ray, and these are Ski Mask Reviews.